Hey everyone, it's Ben Hardy here, and in today's going to be reviewing the Chevy Traverse LT. This is the best bang for your buck version of the Traverse. Before we get in this video, I want to give a huge shout out and thank you to the Jerry Signer Chevy here in Salt Lake for giving me some time with this Traverse. I'll include a link to their website in the description down below. Also include a link to my car buying guide. Let's get into it. Under the hood, we have a turbocharged 2.5 liter 4-cylinder that goes through an 8-speed. Fuel economy is 19 around town, 24 on the highway, with power outputs being 328 horsepower and then 326 pound-feet of torque. Now, before we move forward with this review, I do want to mention if you want to see more videos just like this, then I recommend you subscribe because I post content every single day. So taking a look at the hood, you guys can see large and flat, very boxy with the design. Split light design down below, and you've got some chrome trim to kind of break up all the blacked out elements, and I think it's cool that they do the blacked out Chevy bow tie with the chrome. It actually looks really good. But yeah, it's a box now. Our tire wheel setup is 275 by 45 by 22, and again, blacked out wheels with this to make it look a little bit sportier, but then you've got, again, more chrome to break things up a bit. And if we take a few steps back, look at that, that's pretty neat. Now this leads us to the key fob. We've got our lock and unlock function, remote start. We got the opening for the hatch and then the Chevy bow tie there on the back. And we'll pop her open. So when it comes to space, this thing is enormous. It's the size of the previous gen Tahoe, and so when you've got the third row down, you've got tons of space, and then with the third row up, you still have plenty of space in the back. And here's to give you an idea of how much space there is behind that third row. It's quite impressive. And the third row itself, you can actually very comfortably fit adults back there again, like a previous gen Tahoe. Now this leads us inside where we've got some soft touch up top down below as well. And look at these seats. Pretty nice trim, perforated down the center portion. Quickly pop in. Legroom back here, it's good. Got a little storage pocket. Got some cup holders here in the back. We also have our own climate zone here in the rear as well. A little pass-through to get to the third row. And then good headroom and vents up top too. And then this leads us up front where, again, we've got more soft touch all around, all of our window controls. And then you can see there we've got the front window. It's automatic. Mirror adjustments. Blinds are running with the mirrors. 1509 for the payload capacity. And then here's the front seat. Perforated all down the center. Power adjustments on the side. Got your auto stop start here, your all-wheel drive mode, and then your mode select in general, and there's some soft touch on the dash. Oh, this leads us inside where, bada bing, bada boom, full digital. Chevy bow tie there on the center. We've got our adaptive cruise control on the one side, voice command controls on the other side, and then heated steering wheel, and then controls for the center screen in general. Paddle shifters and radio controls in the back of the steering wheel. And then you've got your little turn signal stock there on one side, and then we've got our column shifter on the other. Full digital in the center. And you press the little pages button and that'll change what the screen displays, so it's pretty customizable overall. We've got a 360 camera system with this as well. I'd say pretty darn good resolution overall. And then a lot of controls, including the lights, are built into the screen. So kind of interesting. Why is that not? Oh, there we go. I guess it didn't pick up my finger initially, or maybe I didn't press it right. But yeah, you've got a lot built into this screen, climate controls, heated seats, all of that. So pretty much everything is in the screen. It's good that it's very responsive, and it's pretty self-explanatory. Everything's very nicely labeled, so I'd rate it pretty highly in terms of usability. Some nice stitching across the dash there, and then down below we've got our dual zone climate controls, wireless phone charging pad, got some cup holders here in the center, storage space underneath, pretty big. Got more storage up front, and then you got the center console here. Nice trim on the top section, and then regular rear view mirror, and then no center for this. Now this brings us to pricing. This does have quite a few packages, like the wheels, for example, add $2,300. But anyways, $50,430 is the total MSRP on this LT with a lot of the cool stuff added to it. Let's see how it performs. Well, let us set off in this LT Traverse. This isn't as cheap as you can get an LT. It's definitely got some features. Man, there's not a good place for me to turn around here. It's just, I mean, I'll just do it here. I was gonna say, it's just a big enough vehicle. I'm gonna have to make like a 50-point turn. And that is one thing to note about the new Traverse. The size, it does have an impact on driving with the vehicle. It's definitely a big beast to have to maneuver. Being about the same size as a previous gen Tahoe. Yeah, this is crazy. But it does, you know, unlike, so the Tahoe has independent suspension, but this is unibody, and unibody being a little bit more rigid seems to just handle better in general than body on frame. I think it's because you get less body roll, so you can just turn just that much tighter. Yeah, not too shabby. No backpack. This thing always likes to fall over. It's so silly. Pretty good torque from this 2.5. And the ride quality, you know, being such a big vehicle, it's pretty good. Smooth over the bumps and all of that. So, not too shabby. Those are big tires for a new Land Cruiser. This look like 30, this might be 33s or maybe even 34s. But back to the Traverse, I think the interior, I like this interior because it feels kind of a little bit more durable. It's not necessarily like the nicest stuff to touch, but it's soft touch, which is really all you need. And the biggest thing with this segment is, you know, family car, you want it to have kind of like a more durable feel, because it's something that's going to get used, right? Yeah, the torque's really good. It's quite impressive, actually. Yeah, and over the train tracks, the suspension's very comfortable. It seems like everything's pretty well tuned. So I guess we're getting to summing things up with the Traverse LT here. LT is typically kind of like the, you know, best bang for your buck version, because it gives you a lot of the features and a nicer interior, but, you know, it's got like wireless phone charging pad, and it's got dual zone, you know, tri-zone climate, heated seats, but it's not as expensive as the crazy loaded up one, right? The fully loaded ones are 60 grand. So $50,000 is still a lot of money, that's for sure. But, well, 60 grand or 50 grand ain't 60 grand, so that's at least nice. I guess I'll get you guys, well, yeah, don't know if that's gonna happen. So much traffic lately. But yeah, either way, let me know what you guys think about the Traverse LT. Let me know if you think if this is the sweet spot, but I think this has the looks, it's got the features, and it's not like you get a powertrain upgrade with any of the other Traverses. That's the other thing to note. The powertrain is all the same across the board, so there's not, in my opinion, there's not a huge benefit to going for something that is more expensive.